Hello everyone, my name is Nikki and I am here today to explain to you guys some frequently asked questions about UC Irvine. Woo woo. So I am currently a senior at UC Irvine, or going into my senior year. It's the summer right now. And just a little background about me, I've been going here for all 4 years. I am a business administration major, and what else? Oh, no. UCI was pretty much my first choice school. I chose this school because my cousin actually went here and I absolutely love the area. I'm from Sacramento originally and I was like, I don't want to live in NorCal anymore, so I really wanted to pick a Southern California school, and I thought UC Irvine was perfect. Since I started going here, I have lived first year in Mesa Court. Second year I lived off campus in the University Town Center, which is like these apartments that are not affiliated with UCI, but they're literally right next to campus. It's like a 5-minute walk. And then my third year I lived in Arroyo Vista in my sorority house. So I just wanted to kind of go through a couple questions I think that people might have about UCI, because there's not a ton of information on it on YouTube, but I absolutely love this school. It's an amazing university. So let's get started. Okay, so a lot of people, once they get admitted into UCI, they kind of are like, now what? Where do I go from here? Once I got into UC Irvine, basically I had to decide if that's where I wanted to go, and long story short, I did decide I want to come here, obviously. The first thing that you get to do as a freshman that really integrates you into the campus life is called SPOP, and it is the student orientation program, and you do it the summer before you come to school. So basically what happens is it's like a 2-day orientation where all the freshmen get to come in like little batches. So it's like there's 10 sessions of SPOP. I should have probably researched this before I did this. Basically, you get to come to campus and stay in the dorms, and there's like a ton of fun activities, and you get to learn all about classes, and you get to pick your first quarter of classes, and you get to learn about everything about campus, and it's really, really fun. And the SPOP leaders work really hard to train for it, and they're amazing, and you get to meet a lot of other freshmen, and it's really, really fun. So that is something that you get to look forward to if you have been admitted to UCI. Yeah. So another question is, what are classes like here? This is really similar with a lot of the UC schools, but basically college classes here consist of generally a lecture that happens 2 to 3 times a week, or sometimes once a week, but those are longer. Those are usually like 3 hours. But if you have it twice a week, it is usually 1 hour and 20 minutes. And if you have class 3 times a week, it is 50 minutes per class. And then, so you usually have a lecture which can range anywhere from a small group. For example, my business classes, a lot of them are only 80 students or so, versus some of the more general classes can have up to like 300-400 students. So those happen, like I said, 2 to 3 times a week, and then usually you'll have a discussion once a week that goes along with the class. But as you get farther into your upper divisions, discussions kind of stop happening, or at least that's what happened to me. Classes are definitely difficult at UC Irvine. It just completely depends on your strength versus the difficulty of the class. But there's a lot of good variety. Everyone does have to take general education classes, which are a bunch of different subjects that kind of get you like integrated into the different classes we have to offer here. And there are a lot of fun options too. So there's a lot of things to look forward to. So another thing that is really fun about UCI is that there's a lot of on-campus housing options. For freshmen, there are 2 main ones, which are Middle Earth and Mesa Court. And I already uploaded a dorm tour that I did when I was a freshman in Mesa Court. So go ahead and go check that out if you are interested. Basically, those are the 2 freshman dorms, and only freshmen live there. It's anywhere from like 40 to, my hall had 80 people in it, and it's just a really, really fun way to get to know other people, and those are the same dorms that you stay in when you do your SPOT program. Also, for sometimes freshmen can live in the other housing options, but generally it's for like sophomore through seniors. But basically we have, let's see if I can list them all, Campus Village, Puerto del Sol. Those are the 2 that like most people don't really live in because they're kind of quieter and not as nice necessarily. But then we also have Vista del Campo Norte and just Vista del Campo, and then Arroyo Vista and Camino del Sol. and so those are all the main ones. Arroyo Vista is where all of the Greek housing is, and then Camino is like the really upscale, nice, all the singles, and those are pretty expensive, but they're really nice. And then VDC and VDC Norte are somewhere in the middle, but all are within like a 15-20 minute walk to campus, or you can take the bus system, which is really good, the Anteater Express here. So those are really efficient and good way to go. A lot of people who haven't visited UCI might want to know what the campus is like, and I have recently heard that there's a stereotype about UCI that our campus is not interesting, which I completely disagree with. It's actually a really beautiful campus. We have a giant park dead center of campus, and it's called Aldrich Park, and basically it's like Aldrich Park is right here, and then all of the classrooms and all the buildings are around it, so we call that on Ring Road. And basically, we have a lot of really modern buildings. We have some buildings that are older. UCI is relatively new. It's only about 50 years old now. So we don't have any of the like really old like brick buildings that like UCLA or USC would have. But we do have a really beautiful campus, and like I said, the park is really nice. Another fun thing about campus is that on Ring Road during the school year, there's all kinds of people, from vendors to clubs that are selling boba, which is like a big deal here. $2 boba, $2 boba, but it's really good. But yeah, campus is really beautiful, and it's not super huge, so you're able to get from your classes from one to the next within like 10 minutes of each other, which is really convenient. Also, I was mentioning before that we have University Town Center, which is a little shopping center right next to campus, so it's basically on campus, it's just not affiliated with UCI, but that has a ton of restaurants like Chick-fil-A, Chipotle, Blaze Pizza. There's all kinds of options there, and that's a really fun place to go hang out, get lunch with your friends, or just you could live in the apartments over there as well. So some fun events that we have at UC Irvine are, one of them that is my favorite is Shocktoberfest, and every October we have artists come to UCI, and it's like a big concert that goes on. My favorite year was when we had the EDM artists come, and it was Cash Cash, Adventure Club, and Slander. And fun fact, Slander are UCI alums, so go them. But also a lot of times we have hip hop artists like A$AP Rocky and YG, or Ty Dolla $ign, all of them. That's a really fun way to see artists on campus. We also have Summerlands, which is like kind of like Shocktoberfest, but it's a concert in the park that happens spring quarter. And this past year I actually wasn't here for it because I was studying abroad, but I'm really upset because I missed out on Us the Duo and Somo, who are both YouTube artists, and I love them, so I was kind of bummed. But that's another fun event that we do. And in the fall we have the Anteater Involvement Fair, and there are all kinds of things where UCI just has like random fairs and stuff going on where they sell like food, and there's always clubs putting on like activities, so it's really fun and you have a lot of options. So one of my favorite things about UC Irvine is that we are right next to Newport Beach, and we are only about an hour-and-a-half drive from LA, and a 2-hour drive from San Diego, and like a 4-hour drive from Vegas. So there's a ton of options for places you want to go on the weekends or after class to hang out with your friends. A ton of people that I know live in Newport Beach, and they rent out big, beautiful like beach mansions basically. And you can live there during the school year. You just need a car, obviously, to get to campus, but it's so beautiful, and Newport is such a tourist destination. Orange County in general is really nice. We have a lot of really great places to eat around here, and good shopping like Fashion Island and Spectrum, and like I said, it's really, really close to LA, so a lot of people who go to UCI are from the LA area, so it's really easy to like hitch a ride with friends back to LA or go down to San Diego, and there's tons of things you can do around here. So lastly, I'm going to talk a little bit about ways to get involved on campus, and my two favorites are with Greek life and with study abroad. So I am, like I said, going into senior year, and I have been in a sorority on campus for all 4 years that I've been here, and I just think Greek life is the best way to get involved, and it really, really gets you out there and meeting people, because every week there are things to do, and there's so many people on campus who are affiliated with Greek life that it's a really fun way to meet other people who go to UCI. And then the other thing, which I recently did this past spring quarter, is study abroad. I cannot express to you, wherever you go, you should completely study abroad, whatever school you go to. It is the most amazing experience ever. I went to Spain and Italy, and on this channel I have a lot of my like funny little vlogs that I did when I was abroad, so you should go check those out. It was so much fun. It was the best experience of my life. First time ever being out of the country, and it was just amazing. I got to visit a lot of other places too, so I completely suggest that, and it was really easy to get involved with study abroad through UC Irvine's Study Abroad Center. They have really great programs, and they have a ton of different places that you can go, all like continents besides Antarctica, but there's a lot of options, so I would definitely suggest that. Other than those two things, there are plenty of other ways to get involved. You could do ASUCI or be a SPOP staffer or do any kind of student life activities, so there are plenty of options if you're not interested in Greek life or study abroad, which I would think are for pretty much everyone, but you have tons of options to work with. So that is all I have for frequently asked questions about UCI. If I missed anything or if you're interested in learning more about it, you can just go ahead and leave me a comment, and I'll try my best to answer it. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you later. Bye.